A bird that steals death or steals your soul. Asterisk asterisk in the shadows of Mount Olympus, where gods whispered secrets and monsters lurked beyond mortal sight, there existed a creature few dared to speak of. A bird whose feathers shimmered like moonlight, whose gaze could decide life or death. This is the tale of Caladrius, the enigmatic healer of Greek myth, and the truth behind its haunting legacy. Salad explorers, welcome back to Myth or Real, the channel where we dive deep into forgotten legends, cryptic creatures, and the blurred lines between history and fantasy. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button. Your support fuels these journeys through time. And for those already aboard, hit the bell to never miss a story that'll make you question reality itself. Today's subject? Caladrius, a name lost to the sands of myth, yet one that once echoed through the halls of kings and the whispers of dying men. Before we begin, drop your favorite mythological character in the comments. Kings, warriors, demons, angels, or beasts. Who stole your heart? And if you're loving this journey, give us a thumbs up. Trust me, it helps more than you know and costs you absolutely nothing. Long before hospitals and medicine, ancient Greeks looked to the skies for signs. Among them, the Caladrius was no ordinary bird. Said to dwell only in the courts of kings or beside the gravely ill, this snow-white creature was believed to possess a supernatural gift, the power to absorb disease or doom. According to fragmented texts, like those cited by medieval scholars Pliny the Elder and Isidore of Seville, the Caladrius would stare into the eyes of the ill. If it met their gaze, hope remained. The bird would take the sickness into itself, soaring to the heavens to cast the ailment aside. But if it looked away, death would come within the week. But here's the twist. Unlike Pegasus or the Minotaur, Caladrius isn't rooted in classic Greek epics like the Iliad. Instead, its legend grew in the liminal spaces between myth and medieval bestiaries. Yet, traces of its origins do lurk in Hellenic lore. Some scholars argue it was linked to Apollo, god of healing, or even Asclepius, the physician deity whose serpent-entwined staff still symbolizes medicine today. The earliest whispers of Caladrius emerge not in Homer's verses, but in fragmented accounts of bird prophets. These avian oracles were said to reside in the sanctuaries of Delphi, their cries interpreted as Apollo's will. One apocryphal tale speaks of a Caladrius serving Queen Niobe, a woman cursed by the gods for her hubris. When Niobe's children fell ill, the bird appeared, absorbing their plague, only to vanish, leaving their fate unknown. Here's where it gets eerie. Archaeologists in Thessaly uncovered a peculiar artifact, a sealed bronze box containing bird bones and inscriptions reading Healer of Kings. Carbon dating places it around 300 BCE. Could this be physical proof of Caladrius? Cult-like reverence? Or mere coincidence? Another theory ties Caladrius to the Iynx, a mythical bird created by the goddess Hera to enchant Zeus. While the Iynx symbolized love, the Caladrius became a harbinger of mortality, a duality reflecting the Greeks' complex view of nature, beautiful, yet merciless. As Christianity spread across Greece, old gods faded, and so did their creatures. By the 5th century CE, tales of Caladrius vanished from records, but medieval bestiaries resurrected it, not as a divine healer, but a Christian allegory. The bird's ascent with disease became Christ bearing humanity's sins, while its refusal to look away symbolized despair. Yet, buried in a 10th century Byzantine text, a darker version survives. The Chronicle of the Unseen claims Caladrius wasn't a savior, but a trickster. It fed on human suffering, growing stronger with each illness it cured. When, betrayed by a king who tried to cage it, the bird cursed his bloodline, dooming them to madness. Spooky, right? So what was Caladrius? A divine messenger? A medieval metaphor? Or something far older, lurking in the gaps of forgotten history? The answer, like the bird itself, remains just out of reach. Thanks for flying with us today, Myth Hunters. If Caladrius gave you chills, or if you're Team Medusa over unicorns, smash that like button. Drop your favorite mythological character in the comments. Is it the rage-fueled Hercules? The tragic Hades? Or maybe a creature like the Hydra? Let's geek out together. And remember, Every subscription is a step closer to uncovering the next lost legend. See you in the shadows of Olympus, where the line between myth and real blurs once more.